is my Rose of Sharon bonsai. You're not going to be able to really see it and appreciate it, but it's designed to look like a field maple. I'm going to get some more negative space in here in the future, but what I want to show you is the flower. There's still quite a few flowers to go on this. This one is perfect. And I don't know if it's an illusion or what, but this seems to be about a third the size that they used to be on this tree. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a regular Rose of Sharon, different color. That's a much bigger bloom. What you're looking at is about 4 feet away. My hand for scale. One of the things I absolutely must do is I have some seedlings in seed trays from the end of last year. This is lantana from seed. This is a cutting of my burning bush. I don't know if I can get anything out of this. These are little dwarf irises that I thought were dead, and they've just come back. These are Rose of Sharon from seed. These are Italian cedar. Wait. Italian cypress, I'm sorry. I got these from Gavin in the UK. And this might be my only 3 crepe myrtle that took. I don't know what's going on that side. What do I have here? Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 Catalpa. This, let's see. I planted pines here, but there's nothing like that. These are my jacaranda cuttings. These little guys are hemlock from seed. This is something I stole from a nursery pot. I don't know what it is. It had beautiful flowers. It might just be a one season thing. I have no idea what it is. I called it a nursery swipe. This might be a pine, and this might be a pine. I do not know which kind. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 burning bush. So I've got to get them into pots. All of that I just talked about. Oh, did I forget to show you this? These are tulip tree. Nice leaf. Wonder if I can get it reduced. Hello and welcome to Steve's Backyard Bonsai. This is what I call bonsai as a verb rather than bonsai as a noun. All of this stuff that I'm doing today is a task associated with bonsai, but these are not bonsai. That's a recurring theme of mine. These are Catalpa trees. Catalpa trees, there's an L in there. And I don't really want a Catalpa tree, but I can't resist picking up seeds and doing things with them. So I think I'm going to create one fusion with these Catalpa, but I have to start by getting it out of this tray. That's the only thing that took in here. The other things I believe are weeds, or I don't know what they are. They're weeds. So this is a good thing. These will occupy 1 pot rather than 4 pots, which helps me out a lot. So what I'm going to do is take my handy spatula, get to the bottom, and just move along the bottom. I'm certain to get everything associated with this. Oh, no, there's a lot more than I thought. And there's ants. Okay. That's everything. Let me clean these off. Oh, this is a good opportunity. Shouldn't be doing repotting, but I got to get these underway. Good opportunity to use my Bobcat Bonsai root hook. And what I'm trying to do is separate gently, and this is working beautifully. Good tool, Bobcat. All right, so it's got kind of an ugly root system, but it's flat, which is great for what I'm thinking. This one has some nice roots too. Yeah. Okay, gonna do the same thing with these guys. Although there's probably a lot more dirt here than I need. Soil, rather. And this might be all I have time for today, is these two. Maybe I'll put out a quick video. Lots of roots. I might have torn one. Okay. Root rake chopstick. 2 tools in one. Okay, so I have vet tape, but more recently, I think I saw Dan on the Bonsai project using, I think it was you, Dan, using like a silicone tape that sticks to itself, kind of has a thickness to it. Okay. Let me get the pan out of here and come back, and we'll start potting these up, or arranging them to be potted up. This is going to be fun. I think I can position these together and then adjust the root plane afterwards. Once I'm going to eyeball it and then bind them together and then go from there. So the first thing I want to do is prune off the bottom leaves. This one has a little branch, so I'm going to prune off these leaves. That branch may become advantageous to me. I'll deal with the roots in a bit. Next one. Cutting off the lowest leaves, which might get in the way of doing the fusion. Now, I'm a guy that likes upright trees, as those who watch my channel know. So an upright Catalpa tree with them big leaves, I hope to reduce. I mean, you can get small leaves from a Catalpa. I've seen it done. Requires a lot of a lot of maintenance. So, without doing too much work and trying to decide which roots fit together the most advantageously, I see a high root there. I'll get that later on. All right, so another tree with a flat root system, no roots on this side, which I can tuck up against here strategically. I want that a little lower. And this one, which is also flat and can fit nicely around here. So I'm going to bind this and I'll come right back. I was a little ham-handed, so I'm glad you weren't watching. All right, I'm going to try and separate these roots as gently as possible, and then I'm going to be pruning them up. Just want to make sure you can see this. That'll be lower. All right. So, I think this root is too high. Do I? Well, definitely this root too high. And with that as a guide, this one, yes. And this one right here. Now the length. It's going in a small pot. I don't see anything that I would construe as a taproot. I don't want to do too much root work to it. I know I said I wasn't going to, there's a hard root going down here, which will keep it from being flat. I'll take it to here. And that's pretty flat. I got a spray bottle handy to keep this moist. So this pot has some stones in the bottom of it just to take up space and to provide some weight. All right, this pot is better. I put some stones in the bottom of it for ballast. I might do the same with the tulip tree, by the way. That's kind of nice. This works. We'll have a much thicker tree sooner. All right, let's try the chopstick part of this. Bobcat Bonsai root rake slash root hook rather slash chopstick. It does what it's supposed to do. A little more soil. And I'll have to put some stones to hold that up. That's all right. Very nice. Very nice root hook. Now what I should do is prune the height, but I don't think I'm going to do that yet. Let's take a look at that height. Might just prune away some of the leaves that are interfering with one another and maybe spread it out a little bit on the top. I want to get this watered somewhat. This is one of those things, you know, I don't always need a tree that I plant from seed. It's more the fun of doing it than anything else. And these have been on my bench. I'm probably just going to put them right back out there. Okay, let's see what's in the way of what here. Got a leaf here. What's in the way? Those two leaves are fine. This one is going to take off. This one I'm going to take off. Now, can I pry them apart a little bit? There's a little leaf in there that I don't want. All right, let me get some stones on that. And this will go out on the bench, and that'll be all for today. Thanks for keeping me company in my backyard.